Blame shifting is an art form, and today we're pointing fingers at the cosmos. Permit me, as I permit myself, to permit the very thought that permission itself is required to permit such cosmic blame, endlessly permitting the permits of planetary chaos. Is your bank account emptier than a politician's promise? Blame the universe? Or maybe permit me to permit the sudden realization, a realization so realized that it begins to realize other realizations, creating a chain of realizations, realizing the realization of their own realization, until the act of realizing becomes a realization itself, endlessly realizing the realized realization of all possible realizations in this realm and beyond. It's my parents. Permit me to permit the thought that their generational spending habits, their genetic predisposition to just buy it, have echoed down through time, permitting my wallet to be perpetually drained, perpetually barren, perpetually void, perpetually desolate, perpetually diminished, perpetually depleted, perpetually hollow, perpetually devoid, perpetually vacuous, perpetually impoverished, perpetually lacking, perpetually destitute, perpetually bleak, perpetually impoverished, perpetually stripped of life, perpetually a wasteland, perpetually abandoned, perpetually forsaken, perpetually forgotten, perpetually empty. And your fitness woes? Permit me, as I permit Mercury in retrograde to permit my six-pack dreams to dissolve, but permit me to pause and wonder. Was it really the planets? Was it really Jupiter and Saturn conspiring in some cosmic boardroom? Was it really Mercury in retrograde pulling the strings of my procrastination like an astrological puppeteer? Was it really the gravitational pull of Neptune whispering, "Stay on the couch"? Was it really the moon's fault, glowing smugly through my window as I avoided accountability? Was it really the constellations forming an elaborate starry intervention that I ignored completely? Was it really the black holes of the universe sucking in my motivation before it could escape their event horizon? Or was it my parents' uncanny ability to fill the house with snacks, endlessly permitting me to inhale cheese puffs instead of gym memberships? Feeling lost in life? Permit me to permit the stars to permit my indecision, but also permit me to permit the notion that it's my fault for Googling how to find purpose without questioning my entire existence in the process. That doesn't feel like a cruel cosmic joke, without selling my soul or my weekends, that doesn't make me want to delete my search history, that doesn't make me question why I Googled this, that doesn't involve a vision board and crystals and not immediately get distracted by TikTok instead of following through. Permit me to permit the cosmic wheel of blame to turn again, pointing not just at my parents for their questionable advice, nor at the universe for its apparent indifference, but at myself, endlessly permitting procrastination to reign supreme. So the next time you're struggling, permit me, as I permit the universe to permit you to permit yourself to authorize the granting of permission, to permit the acceptance of permits that allow the endless permitting of excuses, to sanction the recursive cycle of permitting permissions, permitting blame to flow endlessly, permitting each moment to validate the next, permitting permission itself to perpetuate until you blame everyone, everything, and especially yourself. Permit me to permit Pluto, ever the rogue wildcard, to permit itself to re-enter the planetary lineup, permitting chaos to reign unchecked. Permit me to permit this permission which permits all permits ever permitted, that permits permitting us to permit the unpermitted without question, as I permit this final thought to echo endlessly into the infinite, to say this, to proclaim it, to state it, to immortalize it in a symphony of words that will never fade, to declare it with such fervor that it reverberates across time and space. 7 quindecillion, 896 quatuordecillion, 427, tridecillion, 638 duodecillion, 972 undecillion, 864 decillion, 573 nonillion, 428 octillion, 796 septillion, 385 sextillion, 927 quintillion, 846 quadrillion, 372 trillion, 689 billion, 534 million, 721,000. Un Googleplex 999 Googles, 888 9 Googles, 777 8 Googles, 666 Googles, 555 6 Googles, 444 5 Googles, 333 4 Googles, 222 3 Googles, 111 2 Googles, 10 un Googles. Un 3.999 2 vigintillones, 888 un vigintillones, 777 vigintillones, 666 novemdecilones, 555 octodecilones, 444 septendecilones, 333 sexdecilones, 222 quinquedecilones, 101 quattordecilones, $and 21 cents permitted by your parents, yourself, and the universe in perfect cosmic conspiracy.